Alright guys, welcome back to Dragon Armory Airsoft. I'm Copperhead, and I was going to make a gameplay on this gun, but it provoked such a reaction out of me that I decided to rant about it. Yes, rant about it. Introducing the double-barreled sawed-off shotgun. This is probably one of the coolest airsoft guns on the market. However, this gun has a few things that make it less than desirable to have, both tactically and in the quality of the gun. And that is what I'm going to talk about today in our first rant on Dragon Armory Airsoft. Tactically looking at this gun, some may think this thing would be a real game changer. Shotguns are legendary among many for being deadly, close-range weapons due to the massive number of pellets they put out. And yes, we can call them BBs, even though it's a real steel weapon. This enables people to hit a smaller target with essentially less work. With such a reputation, you can see why many people would want to get their hands on this gun for airsoft. But remember, this is a break-action shotgun, meaning you have 2 shots before you need to reload. And a mighty tedious and long reload it is. The process involves breaking open the gun, removing the spent shells, placing them in a safe pocket, digging out the second pair of shells, working them into the gun, and then closing the breech. Some may think they could quickly master this reload, but either way it's much quicker to drop an empty mag out of a pistol and shove a new one into the pistol grip, and then you're ready to go. This is one of the many drawbacks of using a shotgun, having to reload each shell individually versus a rifle or pistol with preloaded magazines in excess. The drawback to having this long reload is that you give the enemy plenty of time to catch you while your weapon is out of ammunition and you are vulnerable to enemy attacks. In truth, break-action shotguns are usually used in skeet shooting and not in close-quarter combat. That is usually safe for guns with a much larger magazine capacity like the Benelli M4. But they still proceed to call it a combat shotgun. Why? Anyways, without a magazine, the double-barreled shotgun is not exactly the best idea. And let us remember, shotguns are short-range weapons, meaning using this in airsoft, you're going to have to get close enough to the enemy to engage them. Let it be said, though, that once you do get in range, this gun's 6 BBs per shell are going to be dangerous. In terms of carrying this gun, that is a major dilemma. Unless you're in a CQB environment, this gun will drastically suffer from its shortcomings if not placed in the proper environment when using it as your primary weapon. The alternative would be to use it as a sidearm, but without a holster, this gun is something to carry, especially with all that wood and full metal construction. I tried using this gun with my M14, and after one game, I just had to give it up. Carrying both those heavy weapons was just too much, and I tried putting the shotgun in my pocket or in my belt. It just didn't work. It needs a holster. Now, though the shotgun has its drawbacks, all the shortcomings and advantages all come together to make a pretty fun gun to play with if you want to challenge yourself. And in fact, I do want to admit that the shotgun is pretty awesome and has its combat effectiveness here and then. But this brings us to our final point, and that is quality. There are several things that make a gun a good gun, but the first requirement is that the gun works when you need it to work. Does the weapon fire reliably? Does it fire when you need it to? Even if the gun has the shortest range on the field, but still fires when you need it to, then it is a reliable weapon. Unfortunately, the sawed-off double-barreled shotgun does not meet this requirement because half the time it fails to fire. This is completely due to the 2 O-rings inside of each shell, which need constant lubricating and replacing. Now, some of the blame for why the gun doesn't work can be pinned upon us for not replacing the O-rings. But quickly, and I mean quickly, after the first couple of times the shells were used, their quality quickly degraded, affecting the weapon's performance. This is rather aggravating, for this is a $200 shotgun with shells for $35 a pair. So let me just say this, if somebody says that you have to buy the most expensive airsoft gun on the market to get the good gun, I'm going to throw this gun at them. Now I know, in comparison to what some people spend, $200 is not a lot on a gun. But $200 is a lot of money, for crying out loud. Especially on a thing that just shoots little plastic BBs. Anyways. With the gun being so unreliable, you literally have to bring another gun to back it up. A backup to your backup. This leads to rather disappointing results when your $200 shotgun fails to fire when you go to shoot somebody. Ladies and gentlemen, there is our video on why this double-barreled shotgun is, well, not everything it may seem to be. But I do want to point out that I certainly have enjoyed using this shotgun when it has one. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to tell us what you thought in the comments below, how we could have improved our argument, and what you enjoyed about it. And if you're not already subscribed, that will definitely help us out, because next Friday we'll be coming out with our next video, and hopefully many more after that. I'm Copperhead, signing out.